not a young man.
No, mid-age, as I call it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Okay. First question, and I think, Norbert, you want to start?
Yes. So, Francis, we guys from the newspapers always ask for short statements.
Yeah, I know. Bad luck because I don't do short answers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just 1 or 2 sentences. So our first question is, what happened since Pictures of Matchstick Man?
In 1 or 2 sentences?
Yes, please.
Everything.
Everything.
There you are. That's one word.
Okay.
Lots of things happened. The entire industry changed. I had no career. I had a career, and it's been lasting for 40-something years. That's short enough, is it?
Okay. Thank you very much.
Francis, by the way, congratulations to your new album, Quid Pro Quo.
Thank you.
It's number 29 and sounds fresh, fast, and full of fire.
I know. I don't understand that.
Yeah. You're on tour with the Salesforce in Germany in October. What keeps you going?
Probably being insecure. I need to go and do that in front of people, and obviously I can't get that anywhere else in my life. I believe it's because I'm an insecure show-off. This contradiction goes on all the time. I'm quite shy, but I need to go and do the stage smoothly.
Yeah.
And it validates my life, I suppose.
And you're a twin.
I'll say again?
You're a twin when it comes to stars and astrology.
Oh, yeah, I'm a twins, yeah. So it's sort of yes and no. No and yes.
Could be as well, yeah.
It's all the time. Drives me crazy.
Okay, thank you. Norbert again.
So, question about the business. According to the internet, is selling CDs and DVDs more difficult nowadays than back in the 70s or 80s?
Yes, much, much more difficult. And many young people are growing up thinking music is free. And it's usually in Deutschland I'm asked if I believe in free music. And I do believe in free music as long as my children have a free education, I have a free house, and I have a free car. So it's very strange that people want music to be free. And so the idea of success today compared to the 70s is just there's nothing at all like it at all. You know, you did sell product in those days, and no one can sell that kind of stuff anymore. It's sad.
Yeah, it's really sad. You're a restless songwriter, by the way, and where did the melodies and riffs come from? And was it easier to write when you were younger?
No, I don't think it was easy to write when I was younger. I enjoy writing when I'm older, but you've learned in a way of writing, so it's a bit difficult in respect as I've learned a format to writing, if you wish, is a certain way of writing. Whereas when I was younger, I didn't know that. I had to learn that. But I like the way I write now. I enjoy when I write, when I need to write. So it's just... And the inspiration comes from the same place it always did, somewhere inside. I don't make any social comment about people's lives. It's just usually fantasy, like love song or some ridiculous fantasy about somebody smoking hash. I don't know.
Okay, so Status Quo is a very busy band. And you're on the road for more than 40 years, I think. And
yeah.
You got older.
Yeah.
As anyone.
Otherwise I'll be dead.
Yeah. What's the secret of not getting mad on tour?
Don't believe it. I don't believe in all the stardom. I don't believe in the rock and roll lifestyle. I don't believe in that. It's all bullshit. So when people believe that it's okay to throw a TV out of the window or to be like an arsehole 7 days a week, I don't believe that's just idiot behaviour. For some reason people in rock and roll are indulged. So everyone thinks, wow, he wrecked a hotel room, he was drunk. Anybody can do that. I don't believe your own PR. Some people around the world like status quo. The other 2 billion or more don't. Or 6 billion rather, don't. There's a few million around the world like status quo, the rest of the people don't. And that keeps you in the truth area.
Feet to the ground.
Well, yeah, because I think, as I said, that is the truth of it. I don't care who it is. I know you don't want a long answer, but if we were talking Michael Jackson when he did Thriller, and he did 45 million albums around the world, if he did 45 million albums in America alone, it would mean that roughly 220 million people didn't buy it.
That's right. Yeah.
So it's always to me. But the industry makes you feel important, like you're special, and it has to. That's show business. It's not real. It's a fantasy.
Right. Francis, I've read that as a teenager you wanted to become a pop star in school. Now with more than 100 million sold records, being in the Guinness Book of Records, and Madame Tussauds, and recently an octave of the British Empire, the Queen. How does it feel, and what do you miss?
I still feel there's somewhere to go, and I still feel I want to get more, you know, and you said just now that the sales are so much different now than they were in the 70s, which they are. But when our album reaches the chart, or single reaches the chart, it is still an affirmation of success. And in the world of capitalism, success is good. And I've been brought up in capitalism, whether I believe in it or not. Success is good. Failure is not good. There is very few places that failure is, failure is failure. So to me, it's trying to be successful all the time, and I've done that since I was 12 or 13, trying to be successful, successful people are the ones, they're the winners, So I try to make them be successful, and being a pop star seems to be successful. Hello?
Are you proud to be an officer of the British Empire now?
Yeah, I think so. I don't really think people in show business deserve it, but I'm aware that if people in show business didn't get it, the actual profile, you wouldn't even ask people about it, would you? It wouldn't get to Deutschland. It gets to Deutschland because it's rock and roll people are in there. And I believe it maintains that profile. If they did some guy from Leeds who's a paramedic who saves lives, and you put him on the television at Christmas, nobody notices. If you put me and Rick on there, they notice. But some people say, no, it's wrong, and some people say it's fantastic. So we maintain the status quo.
Okay. So with status quo, you had all the hits you didn't write yourself. After 2 or 3 cover albums, I think, what's your attitude towards cover songs, and apart from that, poor cover bands?
Certain covers we did were songs that we, Rocking All Over the World, or In the Army, they were big hits, and that's fine. When people wanted to do covers albums, that's because record companies were fast dying, and people like us can sell the pieces, so I think Don't Stop did 1.5 million pieces in England, which is great for the record company, no good for the act. And that was in a period where everybody was looking around, so there was a period we particularly hated. Each time we got a record deal or talked to a record deal, someone would say, but you'll have to do a covers album. And it's not a good feeling at all.
And In the Army hit was a hit twice, yes?
Say again?
In the Army now was a hit twice.
Yeah. Is that bad?
No.
I just liked In the Army. Some people said it was a mistake. I can't see that. It was either going to be huge or nothing, and we were very lucky it was huge. And if it had been nothing, nobody would notice. We do tend to think, as I said in show business, that everybody is watching. No, they're not. Most people are going on about their lives, trying to get home in Deutschland at the moment. They're not thinking of that status quo, or anybody in show business. They're trying to get home tonight. We think everyone's watching us.
All right. Next question. After nearly estimated 7,000 gigs, are there any favorite or unfulfilled gigs? Places you never have been before?
I've never been to India, I've never been to China, places like that, certain places in Southeast Asia, but I don't have any burning desire to go there and play. It might be nice to visit, but... And I don't see one gig as special and the other gig not. I can't do that. Rick does that sometimes. I can't do that. It's just because there's a lot of people in it. We did the Hallenstadion in Zurich last weekend.
Recently, yeah.
And it's fantastic, 13,500 people. Well, Rick thrives on that. And to me, I find that difficult because they're already excited about the fact that there's so many people there. So I don't know where it goes. But, and as I said, so no gig is important to me. They're all the same.
Okay.
So we've read you're an 8-fold father.
Yeah, and jealous, aren't you?
You have been busy too, yeah? You have been busy too. So your son Nicholas and your daughter Bernadette supported Quo on tour. And Nick was part of your solo CD One Step at a Time, even on stage.
That would be again in January or February, I think we might go out again.
Okay. So, are you proud to have a musical family?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. When I was younger, when Nicholas was little, I'd kind of wait for them to grow up so I could talk music with them. And then when I got to that point, I younger, by the time it got to the point where it was happening to me, I was wishing for something else. And so you have to stop, and I kept looking at his face thinking, oh, I wanted this when you were little, and I talked to him about music, and I talked to all of them about music, and I always wanted that. The danger is that we look forward what we would like, and then when it gets there, it's just part of life, instead of trying to savour it, you know. In fact, Nicholas will be home soon, I think, and my other ones will be home soon. My two youngest, the daughter and the son, they tend to play guitar after they're home, they can sing together. So it's something I have to appreciate and forget that I wanted this. And so I'd savour it while it's there. It's like, life is kind of like having a meal and eating something now and then looking forward to next week's dinner. It's kind of silly, you know, we forget to eat the meal we're eating now. So when I was on stage and Nicholas was on stage with me, oh, there he is, you know, rather than thinking about the next.
So you get used to it too quickly?
I think we do, all of us do that, yes. And I also think our world is turning into, you know, we build things up to be so good. It's going to be so good when I do this gig, and it can never live up to it. And I moved house about 4 years ago, and one of my sons, the older ones, we were looking and talking about it. And when we'd moved in, we'd been in 2 weeks, and he said it was almost better looking forward to it, wasn't it, Dan? I said, yes. And that's what happens when we're on tour for 3 to 4 months. You look forward to finishing, and then the night comes when you're finished. And oh, I'm here. So looking forward to it was much better than actually living it.
Yeah, that's right.
Because the looking forward to it is the ache when you get there. Well, I've done that. So I find that our entire world is getting that way. And I'm not sure that's good. We've become, instead of being human beings, we're human doings. Everybody talks about what they do, not what they be. I like to be, and it's very hard. It's very hard to just be. You know, we have this: I need to do, I need to do, I need to do. But that's capitalism.
Yeah, pressure. Yeah.
Yes. But I think not just for me. I think that pressure's there for. You know, I'm thinking at the moment it's 5:20, Deutschland is going home.
Yeah.
There's pressure for all of us to drive the Mercedes, to have the nice apartment, to have the nice children, to educate the children well, so the children do.
Yeah.
And it seems to be like that all the time. I keep having discussions with my wife how the children today, we want everybody in England and in Deutschland, I think, they want the best for their children, they want the best education so they can have the best job, so they can earn lots of money, and so they can be materialistic. When we were young, materialism wasn't necessarily good, but it's the only thing now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why do we want our children to do so well, to be happy? What do we mean by happy? We need money. Car, house, money. Not to work in McDonald's. Why isn't working in McDonald's happy? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just asking these questions, really.
Yeah.
Funny life, huh? Funny guitar player, you know.
That's true. All right, Prentice, last question.
Yeah.
Talk about the Crow nostalgia of the 70s. Does the question of the 70s Crow nostalgia sometimes bother you?
Yeah. Everyone seems to believe that everything was fantastic in the 70s. John Edwards, the bass player in the band, and Mike Paxton, who helps the production sometimes, they believe the 70s, wow. Well, they were at school in the 70s. I was actually doing it. In England, we had the 3-day week. There were lots of strikes. The miners were going out. The money was in trouble. They devalued the pound. The miners were on strike. Fuck. However, you know, it's like people look back and go, oh, the 70s. Yeah. Well, I'm sure people are going to look back and go, oh, the 90s. I don't think the 90s were very good, but someone's going to look back and go, oh, the 90s or the 80s or the 2000s, yeah. It's just we are humans. For some reason we do this. I don't believe the 70s were any better than any other decade, really. It's just, it had its moments and it had some shit in it. Such is life.
Such is life. Francis, very great thanks for the interview.
Thank you.
And here's Norbert again.
Thank you, Norbert.
Yes, I just want to ask if you want to say a word about the German audience, your German fans.
You mean something really sycophantic and nothing? I don't know what to say about our German fans. Our German fans have been with us since I can remember, and the only thing I can say about Deutschland is when we go to Deutschland, we look forward to going to Deutschland because it feels comfortable and homey, and it feels like we belong in Deutschland. In some territories in the world, you don't feel like you don't belong. In Deutschland, I feel like I belong. However, that's not the kind of thing the British want to hear.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
So, you know, we really do love Deutschland. People think we say it. We don't. I like touring France because they have the lovely venues, but I like touring Germany because I love Germany.
Okay.
And the food.
And the food. And the beer.
No,
maybe.
Beer, I don't drink the beer. I like soup, I like a Bratkartoffel, I like Gherkin salad, I like a Wiener Schnitzel sometimes. It's just, I love Germany. If you want me to talk about the trees and the building, the way they build in Germany, when they build things, they put trees. I was looking at something here the other night with one of my children, a brand new building, and we had these stupid little trees. If that was done in Deutschland, it was done with love and care and done properly, rather than let's spend 20 euros on a tree. In Deutschland, you spend 200 euros on a tree. Put a fucking tree in. So, Deutschland, it's Invention, the Deutsches say. If you're going to do it, do it. And I love the way Deutschland does that.
Okay, you're always welcome. So, Francis, thank you very much. I think it was a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you very much.
And we both wish good luck for your tour with Germany.
Thank you.
Hope we'll see us at Passau on October the 18th.
I look forward to it. I hope you're there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks again. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.